Falling off the bone lamb, silky Orzo pasta, rich tomato sauce, that's Youvetsi. Let's do it properly. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Adonis Bites. Today, a very special dish for me, Youvetsi. You can do it with lamb or beef. Traditionally, it's lamb, so I'll go for lamb shank today. I'll show you how to finish the Orzo pasta properly and how to make it nice and fluffy and yummy. Let's do it. So let's start straight away with the meat. I'm going to go for lamb shank this time. I just like with the bone in, I prefer it. If you want to go again for lamb but then you cannot find lamb shank, I would just suggest you to go for lamb shoulder. A lot of families use beef as well, very common. So don't be afraid if you don't like lamb, maybe it smells to you or something, you can always use beef. So straight away with the lamb, I'm going to season it. Youvetsi is one of those dishes that you can find in any place really. You can find it in small houses for a Sunday chilled, lazy Sunday, let's say, or you can find it in big festivals. It's one of those dishes you can find anywhere. If you're familiar with it, you know what I'm talking about. Originally, we made it in the gastra, which is like a clay pot. And what the gastra does, it ensures that the meat is getting tender, and then all the orzo just soaks up and drinks up all this flavor. And then you will see how we're going to do it later. We're not going to use the clay pot, we're going to use an enamel pot, but it's going to be very similar. So let's give this lamb a little turn, golden and proud. We build the flavor first and then we're going to continue with the veggies. While this lamb is taking this beautiful color and building its flavor, I'm going to work on onion, garlic and carrot, and then we're going to incorporate it later. So I'm just going to dice onion and carrot, and I'm going to keep a little bit of the carrot for later, just to finish off the dish. I'm going to grate a little bit of garlic as well. Obviously the onion and the carrot, if I'm going to put it now, they're going to be mushed after 2 to 3 hours of stewing. So keep maybe one carrot to keep it a bit fresh and crunchy for later. Just going to do a little bit of flick as well, just to add on a little bit of flavor. Just don't forget, if you use a leek, make sure you wash it in between here, there's a lot of sun. Again, I'm going to use a little bit of that for later, and then most of it now while I'm stewing. All the chopping has been done. The lamb has taken some beautiful color, as you can see. Very excited. Let's take this out. There's a little bit of lamb fat. There's not much though, so I can go straight away and add the veg to sweat. Keep going for a couple of minutes and build that flavor. Make sure we give it some nice flavor right here, some nice color. Obviously you don't want it to get black, so make sure your heat is not too high. Add the tomato paste or tomato puree, whatever you prefer. Tomato paste, perfectly saute for a couple of minutes to remove all this bitterness. And of course, tomato and lamb is a love story that never gets old. So let's go on with the red wine. About a glass. In we go with the passata, or you can go tomato concasse if you like. Tomato passata in, and then I'm going to put a little bit of thyme. You can avoid the thyme, it's just my thing. And the cumin as well. I just love cumin, so I'm just going to add a little bit of cumin. You don't have to do that. But what I would strongly suggest you to do is cinnamon and bay leaf. I'm going to add a little bit of lamb stock, about let's say half a liter, and then we're going to finish off the lamb. Lamb stock goes in, about half a liter as we said, to make everything a bit loose. It's a nice rich tomato sauce, but this is how it should be, nice and rustic. Just going to add a little bit of brown sugar just to balance everything out. You can use honey if you like. Let me just check for seasoning. Seasoning is perfect. It's going to be so much elevated, Youvetsi. I'm so excited for that. Let's leave that lamb to soak in all the flavor. And it's going to be about 2 to 3 hours depending on the type of dish you want or the type of meat you would like to use. The beef, especially if it's diced, is going to take about an hour. But mine, because it's lamb shank bone in, about 2 to 3 hours. See you soon. All that flavorful broth and juice and meat goodness is here. It's 1.2. That's including the veg. So approximately our broth is about 1 kilo. I'm going to put it in. And then now I know that it's about 1 kilo. I'm going to use half of that weight for the orzo pasta. So 1 for 2. So 1 liter of stock, 500 grams of orzo. Let's go and toast our orzo pasta. As we said earlier, this is going to avoid us becoming too spongy. It's going to make it more fluffy. So, a good amount of olive oil, about 3-4 tablespoons. So plenty of olive oil here to start with, 3-4 tablespoons. Orzo likes olive oil. So let's go in and toast this baby, same way that we would do for a risotto. About 3-4 minutes. You can see this one starts getting roasted, and this is exactly what we're looking for. We're going to keep roasting for another minute, and then we're going to pour in that sauce to drink it up. This is exactly where we need to be. We have the leftovers leeks and carrots. And now for the fun part, let's just put that also back in the sauce and into the oven. About 20 minutes, and then we'll check it. Lamb goes back in. Sitting like a king on top of this orzo. 20 minutes. Time to enjoy red wine. Well deserved, I think.
And finally, the moment we've been waiting for. Look at that. The pasta is perfectly cooked. The lamb is barely holding its shape. Let's plate it up.
I'm going to chop a little bit of mint. You can use any herb you like. You can use parsley, or you can use no herb at all if you want. But I think lamb and mint, success. And if you have any kefalotiri cheese, that's great. If not, then use some parmesan. That's so yummy. Meat is falling off the bone. The pasta is silky. The tomato sauce is so rich. That's comfort food at its finest. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.